Hi, my name is Marlon the Toit, pro wildlife photographer and safari guide. And I wanted to bring up a subject and talk about camera bags. Now, I get asked weekly, almost daily, like what camera bag do you use? How does it all fit in? Can you fit a 400mm? Can I fit a 600mm? Camera bags is something that we as photographers talk about a lot. It's the system that carries our precious equipment. We take it all over the world with us. It needs to be comfortable. It needs to protect our gear from elements. It needs to keep it sturdy from bumps and knocks in a vehicle. And it's just a very important piece of equipment. And I feel people will sometimes spend a lot of money on their cameras and skimp on the gear. And that is a mistake in my opinion. So what I've wanted to do is to introduce you to the bags that I love using. I have it right here next to me. It's a brand new bag. I've literally not taken it into the field, but I'm very familiar with the bag itself and the company, F-Stop Gear. The bag is called the Tilopa, and it is a great piece of technology. I've been using the Tilopa since about 2016 or 2017, so for the last 5 or 6 years now. And honestly, the bag has held up. One bag, it's lasted, no tears, no rips, no cuts, no abrasions, nothing like that. It's just lasted so well. And it's traveled the world with me from the Himalayas down to the Pantanal, right through Africa, and it has held up. It still looks great, and honestly, if they didn't send me this, then I would still be using it. But I love the gear, and it's great to have the new upgraded version of this bag. And I'm going to run you just a few features that make it worthwhile for me, that fit the kind of photography I do, and I believe for you as well. So without further ado, let's talk about why I love the F-Stop Tilopa and why it works for me as a wildlife photographer. All right, so this is the bag. First of all, it just looks freaking awesome. The color is great. I'm sure you would agree. It just looks like a really cool bag in terms of just the design, the color, and the general layout. So for me, an absolute win right off the bat. Secondly, once you hold it in your hands, something you'll notice, it is extremely light. Very, very lightweight in design, yet strong and durable. There's been no skimping in terms of the quality of materials that they've used on this bag. So it looks fantastic and it is extremely light. Two things that are great. I love a good looking bag, good quality products, and then something that is just really lightweight. You're already packing camera gear. You've got luggage going. You don't need a bag that's just so heavy and just weighs you down. So absolute win, looks great, and it's light. Now, another thing you'll notice before I start going through the features of the bag is it's really empty and it doesn't quite make sense. Well, that's because what F-Stop Gear do very well is they provide an outer bag, the shell, for you. You can see inside it's actually empty at the moment. And then what they also do is they give you this piece of gear. So this right here is what houses my equipment. I'm going to get into this in a minute or two, but this is my inner unit, my ICU compartment. It's the extra large size, and I'll talk through what that does and why they've done it. But for now, let's talk about the bag and some of the features I really like. So let's start on the front. They've got this great abrasion resistant material at the bottom. It's really incredibly strong, especially when you feel it front and bottom, obviously when you put your bag down. And then also the entrance into your gear sits on the back here. I'll show that to you now and why they've done it like that. But this, when you put your bag down, protects your gear, protects your bag from any hard surfaces, and the same with the bottom of the bag. Now this bag has a lot of space for stuff, which is great. Not only pockets, but also space to mount stuff. When you look up in the front, you have these reflective tie downs, great for tripod legs or ski poles. You have this pouch at front, zip pocket over in the front here. And what you'll really notice is almost tough to pull because it's obviously still new, but really strong quality, high quality zippers. And every one of these seams have been weatherproofed. The whole bag, the outer construction of the bag is weather resistant. It's got special coatings, dual coatings for rain, making it great to take out. I mean, the last thing we want to do is carry a rain bag on top of what we already have. So they've taken care of that. which is fantastic. So not to get sidetracked, but really nice to have this really strong outer material that's also weather resistant and doesn't tear or take any strain from outer elements. So you have the tie downs, you have this front pocket, you have a smaller pocket here. You'll see each of the zippers are actually covered, so you can zip it in there and it doesn't come off accidentally. There's no leakage in at that point, potentially a weak point, if water could seep through there. So you always have this beautiful covering and protection right here. Then you have some more tie downs here for your ski poles, for your tripod foot, which works really, really well. The side of the bag has got zippers as well, so you can see right there. Zipper comes down, zipper over here. This is quite nice. So I have an extra, stuck them in here just to show you. These are extra clasps or little strap which mounts on the side here, so I can tie my tripod down here and I can stick the tripod feet into this little bag, so the tripod mounts nicely on the side. This is for skis, but there's various uses and it's really well kind of stuck in there. So on the side here, really good. So you have the front pouch, you have ties, tie downs, you have options to tie more things down onto. You have the side pocket right here where you can fit a whole bunch of things into. It's really deep. It doesn't go to just here. It goes all the way down to the bottom, which is great. It's a really long pocket. And then this pocket sits on top of it in case you want to mount anything or stash, I don't know, car keys or anything of the like in there. Important as well, you have an option here for your water pipe. If you have a water bag in the back, you can bring the pipe through here. And they've actually designed these little mesh pockets in the front where you can put your mouthpiece for the water bottle into, which is quite nice. So that's the side of the bag. If we go to the back, these are actually algae-based foam straps and really comfortable. Like probably the best padding I've seen on a camera bag. You're going to be carrying this thing over your back. And for those who like roller wheels, I know they're comfortable and convenient. Often the problem with those bags is that they are too big. They don't always fit in overhead luggage and they're heavy. Let's face it. It's a pretty heavy bag. But I understand not everyone can shoulder strap. But if you are going to, like, you can take my word for it, extremely well padded on the back, and then this is well done as well. They have these supporting straps for your waist, and then they also have this which mounts across your chest. So you can actually strap in across your chest, strap in across your waist, and you have a comfortable pack. This part zips up, or zips open, sorry. So you can actually zip this open and gain access to the inside of your bag like that. And in here, you'll have compartments for memory cards. You have compartments for documents. You have a sleeve for your laptop. So a ton of options to stow gear on this back piece as well. It's very well protected. I don't want my laptop to bend. So across my back into this pocket, that's where my laptop will sit. And what's great about that is it's not going to bend. There's no gear or anything pushing against it. The front is obviously where you're going to have a lot of stuff back, possibly some impact on your laptop that way. But really well done. And then inside this bag, there's another pocket for some more goodies. It's really well done. All right, so that's the back of the bag covered. Very good protection, really cool back compartment and comfortable. You'll see all of these latches are all made with aluminium, really strong, looks like tracking grade, like mountaineering grade gear. Like guys, they've made this bag just about bulletproof. A cool little feature that you often overlook in the beginning is on this strap, they actually have a whistle. Just in case of emergency. And then let's get to the top of the bag. Looking at the top of the bag, you have a pocket all the way up at the top. You can see here where there's a zipper inside where you can stash your goods. There's a mesh pocket in here and then a main pocket. So 4 compartments just at the top here to stash your gear, which works really well. And then if I flip this down, you have another mesh pocket over here to store all sorts of goodies and anything you really want. I mean, the nice thing about this bag, it's just customizable. You can put things where you want them and need them, and they're not just going to go and get lost. On the inside, again, it's really light, and what they've done is they have a aluminium frame just to keep the bag sturdy and protected, and continue or keep the shape of the bag in place. And it doesn't bother you. It's not heavy, and you obviously don't feel it, but I think just really well done. Now, what about the inside of the bag? So this is my inner compartment. It will close up like this. I've just opened it up so I can show you what I put inside. But this slots into the actual bag. You'll pick it up and drop it into the bag. And what's nice about this is you don't have one camera bag that always stays the same. They sell various sizes of these. You get even bigger ones than this for some of the bigger bags. But if I want to get one that's half this size and I'm going away for a weekend, or you're going back in the mountains and you only have a couple of wide lenses, you buy the smaller ICU, stick it inside, and you can stick clothes and all sorts of stuff in the bag on top of it. So it makes your bag really versatile, and you have the ability to custom your bag to your needs, basically, which I think is like so smart. So you keep that fantastic shell strong, capable, and you just change the inner compartment, and you can take different cameras and lenses with you, which I think is brilliant. I have a ton of gear that I put inside this bag. Everything fits, everything that I need. I usually travel with 2 camera bodies, 3 lenses, and a bunch of accessories. I can fit a 4th lens in here. I stick my binoculars in here. I can fit a 3rd camera body in here. So a lot can go into this bag. 2 camera bodies. Here I have space for another camera body. I've put 2 teleconverters in, but you can stick another camera body in here. I have a 70 to 200 in here. You can put 2 lenses up in front of this 400mm. So essentially, I could stack this up with a 400, 2 lenses, 70, 200, another lens, teleconverters, 2 camera bodies, or a 3rd camera body if I want. And so a lot of gear goes into this inner compartment. I don't always take this outer compartment with me. Very often this will stay in the camp, and I'll just take this with on game drive. It's small. It has a very durable, strong handle up in the front here. You can hook a few things to this if you need to, but it's strong, it's durable, and I just take this with me on safari. Put it down, it sticks in underneath the seat perfectly, fits on a seat perfectly, and I don't want to get in the way of my clients. I don't want to have a big bag and everything getting in the way. Taking this with on safari has really helped me a lot and allowed me to travel conveniently and leave this at the lodge. And then they have a whole bunch of accessories as well that you can think about. This is one that I use for just memory cards, batteries, anything like that. If I open this up, you'll see I can stash cleaning equipment, memory cards, a few extra items. I have my batteries up at the top here. I'm busy charging a few, but really versatile in terms of what you can put in here, and it stacks right on top of your bag. So you can put it in on top of your bag, close it up, and it's perfectly fitted. It's the same width as this ICU. Bag for my GoPro. It fits well. This will go separately. I'll put my batteries in here as well, and so it just works. Some extras, memory cards, the whole works, and it's made with the same fabric, so really strong, water resistant, tear proof. Your drone will be looked after and taken care of. And so for me, what a great system. I love using f-stop gear that answers my questions on a camera bag for you. It's important to look for something that's strong, that's going to protect your gear from the elements, from bumps, that's comfortable over your shoulders, and that has enough pockets and features that allows you to travel with everything in one bag. From your laptop to your cell phone to your cameras, memory cards, hard drives, all of it can go in your bag with you, and you have no problem. The last thing that I actually forgot to say is what's really cool. There has been cases where the overhead compartment is too small. This is a crucial feature. And this bag, I can take it out, give them to them. They can put it on what we call sky check, or just put it in the hole as you get to the plane. You can carry this on with you, and it's small, squeeze it up into the overhead luggage, fits easier, and it contains all of your precious belongings, which is a big one as well. So for me, favorite camera bag out of all of them. I use it often, been using it for 5 or 6 years. Brand new one, can't wait to put it to good use. I hope this was of help to you, and I hope you learned something. I hope this bag stood out to you and the reasons why I use it. Thank you for bringing up the question. Now you know, and I will maybe do a 12-month review on the bag again. So check in, subscribe please. Would love to have you guys on the channel for more of these kind of reviews, and more on this soon. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned and come back for some more. Bye-bye.